Happy August.
Oh my God, it's August.
I'm not prepared.
I keep forgetting and being like, it's summer. Like, we have so much time. And then I'm like, no.
Okay,
It is August.
my little niece is starting kindergarten and she goes back this week.
What?
Like, I know. In
Why so
Indiana, it's like
early?
insane. I think their school is like slightly more tweaked to be like
wait, but when do they get done then?
May something.
Okay, I mean, that's
They
kind of
have like a couple more little breaks thrown in, but still, I'm like, it is barely.
Oh
like,
my God. That seems
skimming.
so cutting summer short, though.
I'm like, we are skimming the surface of August. Like, I am not prepared. But here we are in August, and I will say, like, it's just been so hot that I am kind of okay with it.
No, don't say that.
I was totally on the other side of this. Like last week, I was like, nope, summer forever. And this week in New York, it's been like 96 every day, and I'm just like seared to a crisp, like immediately sweating.
But
the
this
second I
next
step
week is
outside.
supposed to be like mid to upper 70s. It's
I
going to be
know,
so
I
nice.
know.
We don't want summer to be done yet. There's still a lot of summering to be done. Bless you.
I'm allergic to
The
this
summer
fall talk.
allergies?
Yeah, I guess so.
You still have your summer bucket list to finish off?
You're right. I've checked a few off.
Can't have the
I
end of
think
summer without that.
I think I'm like halfway, but now I'm like feeling the pressure because I'm like, it's August. Like we gotta
Crunch
go.
time.
We
Crunch
gotta
time.
go.
The deadline is approaching.
Seriously, I'm like, okay. But I do like August. Like having been a teacher, August is always like, okay, like we better enjoy the last bit of summer because last week, it's like the end of August, like school starting off, and it's
God.
like clean your classroom up or whatever.
I'm going to
but
start teaching voice lessons again so soon, the school year, like back to like the regular school calendar. I don't know if I'm emotionally ready to let go of
now
summer
for
yet.
me, I think we talked about this, but like September is officially the start of fall for me because I'm on my like teacher brain.
100%.
Although, oh, never mind. I'm gonna save it because I think maybe that should be my out.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna save it.
Well, why don't you say what your
that.
in is first?
Okay. My in is the cooler temperature. Like we just kind of said that, but it's been
Wait, your in is the cooler temperature?
cooler temperatures this week.
Oh, I see. I was like, wait, you just said it was really hot.
Yeah, no, it's been so hot. But today, like I put on a denim jacket and was like, yes, I'm a human again. There's something
comfortable.
Just like the second I step out of my apartment and I'm immediately like, the lip sweat is happening already. Like I literally just walked outside.
Okay, you know what? I've never noticed that I ever have lip sweat.
Since when is
and
my-
then all of a sudden this summer, I'm like,
My lip.
like, I'm like,
What the heck?
I'm
Is it
like
just
dabbing
getting
at my lip. I'm
old?
like,
I'm just like,
do
dab.
I sweat in new places now? Like, is this
Dab.
something?
When I get on the subway sometimes, I just sit down and all of a sudden I'm like, I'm so moist.
Ew,
It's awful. It's
that
awful.
word. Plug your
I
ears,
know.
friends. Plug your
Sorry, you're
ears.
like,
She said the
whoa.
M word.
You're like, wow, we're like 3 minutes into this podcast. Sarah's dropping the
dropping the
words.
M bomb.
Yeah. So the heat, I'm just all about the cooler temperature right now. And like, it doesn't need to be fall. It doesn't need to be fall.
Well, it's funny because like cooler temperature being like upper 70s, please God, because it's been so
yeah.
hot.
No, seriously, today I was like, oh my gosh, it's like 79. or
Okay,
whatever.
I can
It's like,
take I can take that.
I can do it. I can do it. But yeah, so I'm just ready to like not be quite so sweaty. Like I've literally had my little fan on the subway. I keep it in my tote bag, and I'm just fanning myself off.
Sarah has that like like the little flamenco little
The-
sound
the
effect.
paper, the paper fan, and just like yeah.
But I'm
Okay.
saying that sound effect just follows you everywhere I go.
But I've seen so many people. Like often you'll step onto one subway car and like the AC is low or not working. Sometimes it's freezing and you're like, oh yes, please, thank you.
Bless,
But then
bless,
sometimes
bless.
you'll step into one and you're like, it's not working very well. And then like there's been tons of people with fans, or some people even have
I've
the
never
little,
seen anyone but you with a fan.
yeah. Yesterday there
You're
were
a
like
trendsetter.
4 people in my train car that all had them. I was like,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
So
Nice.
I'm here for the cooler temps.
So
It does,
cute as an accessory.
yeah.
Yeah.
It does not need to be fall, but like, can we stay out of the 90s? Like, I would appreciate. Thank you very much. Sincerely, a very sweaty New Yorker.
A very lip sweaty New Yorker.
my lips sweating just thinking about it. I'm not even kidding. I'm like, oh, dab.
She's like,
dab.
I'm going clammy on you guys. I'm going
Seriously,
clammy.
I'm like, since when does my lip sweat so much? Like, I swear more than my armpits, like my lip. Anyway, I digress. It's your turn.
Oh gosh, what did I say? What was I thinking my in would be? I brought it, obviously.
Oh, yeah, you were just talking about this.
It's a little show and tell moment. observe if you are a YouTube watcher. But my in this week, and I don't know if I can say I swear by any other beauty product as much as I do this one. This is the Colleen Rothschild Black Tourmaline Face Primer. And
You've talked about this for like
is,
since last year. You've been telling me how much you love this.
Oh my gosh. It's because I use this, especially like right now I'm in a show. And I mean, we are sweating our butts off. We're in like huge, like old fashioned costumes. We have a ton of makeup on. And this primer is the only primer that does not make your makeup run. It does not crease. Like, I don't know what kind of black magic. It's black tourmaline, but it's like, it really is like magic.
Wow.
So, you can see it. It's like black in the tube. And you just use like a pea size amount and you put it on and it just kind of becomes clear as you put it on. And it does like a whole layer on your skin. It's like very light. And you can just put your foundation on it. And I'm wearing like heavy foundation
right
on stage. And it does not budge the whole time. Doesn't crease like my smile lines or anything. It's insanely good.
You have literally been telling me about this since last year. I should get some.
So tried and true. Colleen Rothschild. This is not sponsored, but we love you.
I think I can put this in the show notes too if you want to try it or just see what the product is.
And I mean, they do sales like all the time that I've seen too. So this one's getting a little low. I need to get a new refill, but it's so good. And no primer I've ever used has done nearly close to what this one does.
Maybe I need to have some of that. Just put on.
Yeah, I can't believe you haven't gotten one yet. Come on, girl.
Because I sweat off my makeup in like the first 5 seconds. Walk outside, I'm like, oh, she's
it's
gone.
So good. It's
she's
so
gone.
Good. So
why are we even
show
trying?
And tell, but yeah, she's a favorite.
Okay,
so good.
All right. Well, I was trying to think of an out, but then I just thought of. I don't think I've mentioned this as an out. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But I was at the store, and they had Halloween candy out. Did I mention that?
I don't think so. You talked about it on stories.
Okay, maybe that's what it was.
I don't think so.
I saw more Halloween candy out and I was like, it's like this was like a couple days ago. I was like, it's not even August yet. And it's just like, first of all,
you guys can tell us if we've already said this, but
yeah, if I'm a broken record, like it'll just be my double out. But just like walking into the store and I'm like, okay, yeah, like end of July, Halloween candy. First of all, that candy is going to be stale. I mean, yeah, the candy probably has so much preservatives that doesn't matter.
Okay, I can top this though. I got an email from a company saying time to order, only 30 days left to order our advent calendar.
Excuse?
I was like, we have 6 months. We have 6 months. Literally, it was order your advent calendar.
No, advent calendar's
Christmas. Yeah, count it out.
Yeah, it's like 5 months. Yeah.
August, September, October, November. Okay, fine. I have to count my fingers. I've explained this to y'all.
What are the rest going to
August, September, October, November. Okay, 5 months.
But still, I mean, you'd think like you have to order
it's like, or at least talk to me about Halloween candy before you're like, don't forget to order your advent calendars.
There are already only 30 days left? What is this, like the most in-demand advent calendar ever?
I mean,
is it made from like gold chocolate?
I want the calendar, but I'm like, I'm not emotionally ready to order an advent calendar right now.
It's a chocolate company?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean,
it's so good, but
I get it, but like, let me just like go through the season.
Like,
so yeah, I'm
anyway, sorry to interrupt, but I was like, I can beat that.
Yeah, I maybe we mentioned this when we used to do twins and outs on Instagram, but like the season jumping or the season hopping, like let us enjoy summer. Like I understand, sure, like September, you're putting out the Halloween decorations. Like I get it. Like you want people to be prepared. Some people start decorating early, blah, blah, blah. But Halloween candy, end of July, like you know where that's going? I'm eating that candy.
I feel like you have to be in the same quarter to even like hint at it, right? So it's like, January, April, May.
Yeah, you're
July,
right.
August, September, right? Okay,
Yeah.
in July, we're hinting at back to school. Okay, we're in the same quarter. But you don't start hinting at Halloween until it's into the same quarter. So
quarter 4 is technically October, November,
I guess
December.
I'm saying like a 3-month type thing.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's August.
Even that.
Right? But still, I'm like, like we are not prepared. And like I said, I will be the one eating the candy. There's no way that candy is sitting. I'm like, oh, I'm going to buy it now. And I'm going to save it.
No way.
For 3 months. That candy is getting eaten. It's like an excuse, like, oh, I'll buy it for Halloween and then I'm going to eat it. But I'm also like, I don't want to eat like
I don't
Reese's
know if anyone's
pumpkins.
delusional enough to think that like, oh, I'm going to keep it now for Halloween. But I think people really want to celebrate Halloween and like have a little Halloween candy. Like, you know, I've been seeing.
What's the thing in July that was like summer moon or it was like July ween or something like that. It was like July ween. That's right. That was not a good name.
July ween.
It's not a really weird guy.
Ween.
Oh my god, it's something like that where people it's a Christmas in July, but it's like Halloweenin'.
Maybe it's like however many days until Halloween.
I don't know. I'll have to figure it
That's
out.
okay. You gotta inform us on what July ween is.
Oh my god,
But that's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
I love fall.
You got the giggles. You got the giggles.
Ooh, deep breath, Sarah. We got this.
You know what? I could really go though for like a peanut butter pumpkin cup. Like, you know, those like
well,
the
they have
Reese's.
them at CVS because that's where I saw them.
Well,
so get on over there.
I might be on the naughty list if we're making different season references.
Yeah. No, like someone else messaged me and said they saw candy corn at the store. I was like, really? First week of August.
Though candy corn, if anything's gonna last, until Halloween, that thing could probably last 100 years and wouldn't self-construct, like combust.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But yeah, I'm not here for it yet. Like, I'm not ready for the Halloween candy. Like, I love Halloween. I love, like, October is my favorite month of the entire year.
Because it's birthday month.
Birthday month. Yeah.
Obviously.
Scorpios. Hashtag Scorpios. But I'm not ready for it yet. I'm not ready for it yet. So anyway, I digress. What's your out?
Okay. My out is something that I've seen as a lot of people like raving about. So I tried, I'm just going to say the brand is Georgie energy drinks.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Sarah and I tried this together. We tried this together because we've seen so much hype around it. I mean, they're cute. It's like green tea energy. My body doesn't do well with energy drinks in general. So I'm like, okay, this is green tea. It's not like some like crazy potion.
With like opera, you're like, maybe I'll have a little late.
Yeah. I'm like, I am rehearsing until 11 p.m. Like, let me try this energy drink. Sure. And it comes in like this was like the strawberry lemonade. It comes like a little cute pink cylinder can. You pop it open. I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be so good. So cute. So different from other energy drinks. And I sip it. I'm like, ooh, it's kind of a weird taste. And all of a sudden it's like face palm of sunscreen. It's like lotion.
It tastes like if you were putting sunscreen on your face
and you actually got a little
and
bit
then
on
you got some in your mouth and you're like,
or like you're spraying it and then you open your mouth and you're like you can taste it in the air.
If you were like, what is this flavor? I would say sunscreen.
And it's like heavy on your tongue.
Yeah, it feels like
it feels like you just literally like licked your hand after putting sunscreen on.
Ew, it was gross. It was really bad. Like I don't understand. Because I've been seeing so many people be like, this is so good.
Like, this is a game changer.
And we're not like picky flavor people, picky eaters, anything like that.
And I'm not like a huge fan of artificial sweetener.
Me neither, because I can taste
but this
that.
goes beyond, like, I could be like, okay, sure, there's some artificial sweetener in there, but this was,
the flavor was just like,
I could not understand that, like, okay, it's kind of fine. And then all of a sudden, like you're just, oh, gross.
I mean, it was almost like one of the probiotic soda at the beginning, like, okay, fruit, and then it was like sunscreen, like right in your face.
Yeah, it started off with some potential, and then I was like, oh my God. So I literally poured it out.
So try at your own risk.
If you've been wondering, I feel like people are building like false hype around it.
There have been so many things people have recommended, and I've tried. I'm like, it's fine. It's not bad.
But
like,
this is one of the first things I've tried that people have recommended. I'm literally
I could not drink that if you paid me. Like it was just like dull tongue. Like it just, and then just sunscreen.
So gross. So that is definitely my out. And I was really excited because I got my like poppy over here. Sarah and I love, I especially, Colin, I have been obsessed with like sparkling water. We love, Olipop. Oh my God. Olipop is so good. So I love a little sparkling, a little drink, but I was so excited and definitely not a win.
Definitely not.
Definitely not a win.
Definitely.
So out. Strong out. We have our question of the week, which I am a huge fan of this one.
You guys, so many messages about this one. You guys really liked this question.
So our question of the week is, have you ever lived alone? If so, did you enjoy it or feel lonely? And I feel like I've talked about this with so many people recently too, of like, I'm going to live on my own for the first time, or, oh, I've been living alone for so long and now I'm, moving in with somebody. It's such a huge transition. I guess, have you ever lived alone?
I was thinking that I don't think I ever have, because
You lived with moi for a long time. Ooh, pillow.
because it was like, obviously went to college, had a roommate. Then after college, I moved home while I was looking for a job.
Did you?
It was just for the summer. And then I got a teaching job. And then
right,
Andrew
right.
got a teaching job, and we ended up getting jobs in like the same town.
And so you moved in.
So we moved in together. I mean, we lived together when we were student teaching, but then we, went home for the summer while we were looking for jobs. So no, then I was at home with mom, and then I was with Andrew, and then we got married. So now I've never lived alone.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
That's impressive, I feel like.
But I enjoy being by myself.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I would definitely consider myself an extrovert. But I enjoy time by myself.
Well, I was considering this as like my in too, is that Colin has been gone this week because I've had rehearsal. He's been on like family vacation. And I'm like, so I feel like I have been living alone. This is the first time I've had more than just like one day in our house by myself since we've owned it.
Really?
And I'm like, it's so weird, but it's kind of nice at the same time.
You're in your space.
Like you're in your own space and kind of just like doing your own routine. So I guess let's read what some people said before I share about.
Yeah, I think we did like a poll. The last time I checked, I think it was,
Let's see.
yeah, I think it was, I had looked. I was going to like guess, but I think it was like 60% of people said that they had lived alone.
Let's see. I feel like a decent amount of people will have. Yeah, 66%
Have
said
lived alone.
You have lived alone, and 34% said no. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we got a lot of feedback on it.
Because we said, if you have lived alone, let us know if you liked it or were you lonely. So thank you. We love looking through our DMs. That's the best part. So
and you guys went crazy over this topic. So one of you wrote in and said, after years of living with roommates, I love living alone. I'm with people all day in the office. That is so true. Like when you're just surrounded by people, like give me some freedom. And it's nice to come home and decompress. However, I am an extrovert and I make plans almost every day, even if it's just a walk with a friend. I love that.
I love that too.
That way you're like, okay, I'm getting out of the house. Once I'm done with work, like I'm doing something
Fun socializing
with somebody else.
I love that too.
I'm actually just about to live alone for the first time. So looking forward to this next episode and hearing what people say.
Well, it seems like, so far people have enjoyed it.
Positive. Another write-in saying, at first it was lonely, but then I really started to enjoy it. But having a dog made a huge difference.
Of
I do
course.
think,
A
like this week,
co-companion.
I've definitely been snuggling the cats a lot. It's like a co-companion in your own alone space. You know what I mean?
Someone you can hang out with but doesn't need your attention 24/7.
Yeah. Both. It was very easy to keep the place clean, and I felt very liberated to pick up random hobbies or tasks on a whim without disrupting my partner's schedule. That is so true. Also can use all the hot water and leave clothes in the dryer without guilt. Oh my God, girl.
Oh my
That has been
gosh.
me this week. Did I leave a whole load of unfolded laundry in the dryer all week? Yes. Yes, I did.
Oh my gosh.
I regret nothing. I just pulled out a towel today. I'm just like, nah, I don't need to do the rest.
Now,
I don't need to do
I
the rest.
agree that like Andrew's very clean, but the one nice thing that would be about living by yourself, you're like, everything is exactly where I left it.
It's only my fault, which I find that to be like refreshing too, to be like, who left the spatula in the,
Oh.
me.
Yeah, you can't blame it on anybody else if it's messy.
No, you can't avoid it. Someone else. I love living alone so much. Wow, you guys are independent women. My house feels like a sanctuary. Oh, fantastic. Beautiful. I rarely feel lonely, and instead it just feels safe and relaxing. I hope to live with my partner one day, but I know I'll also mourn the coziness of everything being set up just for my own comfort.
Yeah, you can have a little girly pop vibes too, you know?
Yeah.
Pink.
And our last one, looking here. I thought it would be lonely, but the first couple months were an adjustment by having a cat, and later a dog helped. Okay, we love our dog cat moms.
Little pet companion.
I ended up loving it. Lived alone for 3.5 years until my boyfriend moved in. I love having him here, but I miss my nightly girl dinner.
Oh, there is something. See, I think that's why Lee and I love to travel together, because when we do, it's like what I would do if I was by myself. We're like a little cheese, a little ham,
Or
and
sometimes we're starving and we're like, you know what, we need to get like a really good dinner. Or sometimes we're like, should we get ice cream? Should we call
we're
that dinner?
always on the same like girl page though, which is
Always. So I guess I have an interesting perspective on living alone, because I had also never lived alone until Colin and I got married, ironically. So Colin and I got married almost 5 years ago now. And I was just about to start a 2-year-long residency with Minnesota Opera. So we knew we were engaged, and then I got this offer, and we're like, do we do long distance for 2 years? Like right after we get married. And Colin's like, I mean, it's your dream. You have to follow it. So we signed up for 2 years of long distance, me in Minneapolis and Colin in Connecticut, because he was still teaching and doing like his regular schedule. And I mean, it was hard, especially like leaving our wedding and then, 48 hours later, living alone.
seriously,
Like that was a struggle. But honestly, I think we both loved having because I don't think Colin had ever lived alone either. And it was, it's interesting living alone when you're also in like your mid to late 20s, I think, as opposed to like I'm 20 or I'm 19 or whatever, that you really like you have a little bit more money, you have a little more independence. So you really have a lot of freedom with what you want to do with your time, how you want to spend it, how you want to spend your money, how you want to decorate. And I decorated my apartment so stinking cute.
it was so cute.
I
Little
didn't,
boho girly
I wasn't like, oh,
vibes.
Colin's not gonna go for this like pink or like boho, like wicker stuff. Like I just did my own mood board, decorated it, and it was like what this other follower was saying. It felt like a sanctuary. Like it felt
Little
so
oasis.
nice.
Yeah.
And I feel like Colin came up with his own like routines here. We would fly and see each other every 3 weeks, and then leave again. And like it was more the evenings that would get to me. Like during the day, I loved kind of like being in my space and stuff like that. Like dinner was fine. It would just be like later at night, I'd be like, I kind of want to be with my person, or I just kind of wish I had company. And something that I really used and I didn't have any pets with me at the time, like they were with Colin. So something I used a lot to kind of feel like I did have company, even just kind of somebody like a voice there, was I would listen to audiobooks all the time, or I would just turn on like put my laptop up and turn on like an episode or something, just so I felt like there was some chatter
I get that.
going in the background while I was like cleaning dishes, or while I was folding laundry, or even having dinner. It's like I might not have even been really paying attention, or like a podcast.
Just the chatter, a little chit
It just makes you feel like, okay,
background.
there's some activity, and you're not just so aware of like the stark silence.
Yeah,
And maybe
I get
I'm
that.
hypersensitive as like a musician to like there's sound, there's no sound, there's nobody here. But that really made such a huge difference. And even this week, like, I haven't lived alone minus like being away for gigs in a long time. I guess like 2 years now. But I listened to audiobooks all the time this week, and I was like, wow, this is nice. It just like fills that void of wanting to hear another voice.
Yeah. No, I mean, working from home too, like being home all day. I listen to podcasts. I don't really listen to music during the day, but sometimes I'll have a podcast on in the background while I'm doing something. I think it's amazing that so many people are saying like, they'll like love it. And I think that just goes to show how independent we are as like
We've
women.
like grown so much too.
There's not like, oh, I can't like enjoy my space unless there's like a guy there.
Right.
Like I love my space. I love that it's clean. I love my like girl domain, and it's just like a wholesome place for me to be. Like I think that's great.
And I totally get what you guys are saying of like, okay, I love my space, but like, and I'm excited to move in with a potential partner too, but they're like, I know I will mourn like my girl dinner, my blah, blah, blah time. And I really do think like having a little bit of that every once in a while can be so refreshing, because like after, even if you do move in with a partner, if they go away for a long weekend, or you're like, I'm going to do a girls weekend, you come back and you're like, oh, it's so nice to have you again as my company. And then, so it's like you kind of, the things maybe sometimes you take for granted, you don't. And I do think, honestly, my own opinion is I think everybody should live on their own for even a little bit. Sorry.
I mean, I think it's always a good thing to feel comfortable by yourself in your own space, because at the end of the day, like the biggest
You're
thing,
your eternal partner.
you're eternal. I love that. You're your eternal partner, and to feel confident and comfortable and at peace in your own skin by yourself is such a gift, and sometimes a skill that you have to hone. But to just have that kind of internal peace in your own space and just be like, I'm good. Like, I like my space. I like what I'm doing.
It's so refreshing.
Yeah. And I think it's, I mean, I've always felt like a very independent person, even like being a twin and always having Leah, but I think that you can really hone that by being by yourself.
Yeah. And I think too, it's like, I think sometimes living by yourself can help you develop an opinion, because you don't have to consider oftentimes. I mean,
What do you want? What do you want for dinner? Like, you don't have to ask anybody else. Like, what do I want for dinner?
what should we watch on TV? It's like, oh no, what feels good to me? And
good to me.
and that's actually been something I've tried to like ask myself more this year, of just like, what do I really feel like I want in this moment? Or like, what do I really feel like could serve me, as opposed to just like, oh, well, I can go through the motions of doing whatever. And yeah, wow, that is so refreshing. I mean, I really thought there would be more people being like,
It was really hard. Yeah.
yeah. Well, it's like a struggle until you figure out how to sort of jive with it. Wow, that's an old-fashioned term. But like you feel sort of like in the zone with it, of just like,
Yeah.
I do this, I'm an independent. I see my friends. I have like, you get a schedule.
Yeah, you've got your own.
And we have our fur babies.
Some of
a little
us have
snuggle.
plant babies. Some of us have fur babies.
Well, that counts too. You can snuggle your plants.
There you go. There you go.
Well, diving into our DMs.
And as always, like, we're looking for more questions, so feel free to send us a DM on Instagram at the Inside Scoop Podcast. We keep all of the write-ins anonymous. Feel free to change names, etc. If you
We'd love
want
to chat about your questions, about your concerns, about your interests.
Okay. Should I break up with my roommate? Oh,
Scandalous.
right on.
Maybe you
right
can
on
live
time.
you can live solo, solita.
Let's see. My roommate and I have lived together for 3 years and currently share a 2-bedroom apartment. We met while getting our master's degrees and have been rooming together since we graduated.
That's a long time together.
Yeah, I mean, must be a good
that's a
friend.
chunk.
Yeah. We get along so well. We're both clean, have the same hobbies, and similar work schedules.
Oh, great. What's the
pretty good.
problem?
Even though we get along so well, I've been dreaming of living by myself. Kind of like
Just like a deep calling.
I've never lived alone and feel like it's something I should do at some point in my 20s before potentially finding a partner and getting married.
Okay, girl.
Yeah. I'm thinking about looking for a 1-bedroom apartment for next year, but I don't know how to tell my friend I want to live alone without making her feel bad. I don't want it to affect our friendship because I truly love our time together, but I'm craving a solo adventure. Any advice?
That's hard, because it's like, it's not that your friend has done something
Wrong.
like she won't clean her dang coffee mug and leaves it on the table every day, and you're like, I can't stand it anymore. Like,
Yeah, and it's not like you're like, well, I'm gonna move in with my partner, so I need to tell my roommate at some point.
and
that,
it's kind of like the natural progression of things. This is you just feeling like you need a change.
I personally think if I had a roommate that I loved being with, like, I'm thinking from your roommate's perspective, if like, don't blindside her. Like, I would say as early as you can, if you're like, this is the decision I want to make, let them know.
Because that's something that's, speaking from how I'd be like, oh my God, I'm just going to procrastinate this as long as possible because it's so awkward.
Because you don't
I
wanna
don't want to
leave-
make them feel uncomfortable. And like, maybe this isn't something I really want, but you should give them as much time.
Yeah.
To then, if they want a roommate, to like find another.
Right, because they might not be able to afford to live by themselves.
Right.
Which could make things awkward if suddenly they're like feeling very vulnerable. Like, maybe I'm just trying to think, how can you make this like as easy of a transition as possible? Is there a way maybe you have someone else, of another friend that's looking for a roommate, or like,
Yeah, maybe you sort of like make that connection
like
first.
just
I mean, that would be ideal.
that would be ideal. Just like kind of run through in your brain, like, do I have any other friends that might be looking for a roommate? Oh, that's tricky.
But I think it's important that you ask yourself the question, if you love your roommate and you guys vibe, like you have a great time, you said you're both like clean, you're courteous, you're all those good things. Like, do you want to just stay in that same situation? Do you feel like it's a should? Like I was saying, I think that everybody, should live on their own at some point. Okay, fine. Yes, guilty as charged. But if it's just this like externalized should,
right,
you don't need to necessarily like stir the pot or like,
because it sounds like you've got like most people would kill for a roommate that
who's like
was clean
and respectful, and your friend
and a friend, and you're on a similar schedules. Like, I feel like that's, if you're gonna have a roommate, that's like the perfect scenario, you know?
Yeah. So like, I think that's maybe a key question to like clarify before you decide to make a full-on decision.
I agree.
Do you like, if you really feel called to this and that's something that is like hitting your soul, that you want to come home, just be in your own space, all that good stuff, then yeah, go for it. If it's something that you're like, wow, I feel like people do this in relationships too, where they're like, we've only ever dated each other. Like, how do we know this is the right thing? Like, maybe we should go see other people because we don't even know what's out there.
The shoulds, yeah.
Okay, where's the should coming from? Is it like a deep desire that you have that you're like, I just need more, I need to know what's out there? Or is it other people are like, well, you've only ever dated each other. You've only ever lived with this roommate. You've never lived alone. Like, that's, I think, a key question.
Yeah. Like, if I agree, because also like you're saving so much money by having a roommate.
we gotta think about this also financially. Like, what about the coffee budget? Like, you're gonna have a coffee budget. You're gonna have a clothing budget. You're gonna have all these other things that if you're paying for rent by yourself,
those go up. And if you've never lived by yourself, the idea might sound really great. On the flip side, like, I know everybody's feedback has been, the majority is like, I've loved living by myself, but like, you could potentially move in by yourself and be like, I so miss like our girl dinners, because that's been your life outside of school for the past like 3 years, they said.
And I can also say that like oftentimes people's reasons for living solo is forced upon them.
Yeah.
Like they're not like, I want to live alone. It's like, okay, I got a job in Virginia and I live in New York. I am going to be living alone in Virginia. Or for me, it's like, I got a job in Minneapolis. I'm married. Would I ideally be living separately from my partner? No, but we made it happen and enjoyed the time that we were.
Right.
So I think that's also like, important to realize that a lot of people move away or they live alone for school, for work, for a breakup, and then they're like, okay, now I really value my space.
Right.
Great. Oftentimes it's not like a conscious, I would like to live by myself. Yes.
That's such a good point. Like, sometimes these situations are kind of like thrust upon you.
Yeah, they just come about.
And then you make the best of it. And you're like, actually, that was really great. Like, I learned more about myself. But if given the chance to, like, you could also save money and live with someone that's really great and a friend and clean. Like it might not even be worth giving up or like changing. What if you did like a little solo travel just to like see how you enjoy that?
Or can you look together for another apartment that maybe you have your own separate, also like little living space, or maybe, you know what I mean? Like maybe there's more spaces that you could have that where you feel a little more independent.
Maybe like if you have like a shared house,
or maybe maybe you plan some solo vacation.
Yeah, like maybe if you just want a little solo time to like explore, like, I'm gonna do a week vacation by myself, and maybe you're like, actually, even though I'm doing all these fun new exciting things, I'm kind of lonely.
That might be a good way to test the waters.
Like, and I'm not saying like
the other person who wrote in and it was like, should I go on this like abroad trip? And we're like, girl, take a weekend away first. Like, do a little weekend
right
in a different town first. Same thing of like, if you think you might want to live by yourself, have a big solo experience first. Did that totally thrill you? Did you feel like, oh my God, my eyes are open, I must do this more?
Right.
Or were you like, that was nice, and now I'm ready to see my friend again. I'm ready to live with somebody else. So,
and I will say, I've never lived by myself, and I feel like I've still had like a whole adult experience. Like, living with different people too can be just as eye-opening as living by yourself.
Yeah. Because I was gonna say, I was like, have you ever? Because it's not like you're ever saying, I feel like I just really lacked from not living by myself. Or
even like, you've lived away from family. You're kind of on your own as an independent adult. Now, we're not trying to tell you one way or the other. That's totally up to you. But
we're just having you ask yourself some questions.
Good to play both sides of the field and just see. For me personally, I feel like if I had a great roommate, I would be hard pressed to just rack the boat for no reason.
And also, it's like, if you're going to be in the same area and you're going to get a new place, are you just going to end up coming over to your roommate's place anyway? Like,
that's true.
Does it?
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of questions.
Right.
But I think check in with yourself and just think about the motivation behind living separately.
And if you do decide you want to go your own way, definitely let the friend know as early as possible, because I think that would be the best way of avoiding any tensions.
Yeah. And I mean, just be as open as you were in your question about, like, it's just something I feel totally drawn to. Like, I absolutely love you as a friend. Like, it's nothing. I will help you also, you know, as much as I can to help you, like, find another roommate to fill the gap or all this stuff. But I think just be very honest about why you want to live on your own. And it's nothing, no slight. It's not that you're messy. It's not that I want to be best friends. It's just, this is something I have to do before I die. It's like on my bucket list or whatever, you know?
So just ask yourself those questions and see, is that something that you really want to do or something you just feel like you should do?
That should, quote. I love that should voice all the time. All right, question number 2. Hi.
Hello.
Last week you talked about how fall is your favorite season for fashion. Wow, look at these all falling into like season with our ins and outs. Can you share each of your favorite fall fashion trends for this year?
Oh
gosh, I gotta think.
Oh, I've got mine. I've already been so excited about this trend.
Okay, well, you go. I'm trying to think. Go for it.
Loafers.
You are a loafers girly.
I love loafers. I don't know why. I just feel like, okay, so
anytime I suggest an outfit, Sarah's like, loafer.
Loafers are,
she loves
being
them.
a city girl, loafers are really, really comfortable.
They are crazy comfortable.
I feel like my style is, maybe I'll add something that's trendy to an outfit, but then pair it with something classic.
That's true. That's a good way to go.
And so it's like, you know, you're trying something new, you're up to date, but then it also is like tying into something classic. Like, you could do a fun color loafer. I mean, we're seeing tons and tons of loafers. I think it was maybe like 2020, 2021 that loafers and like
kind
oversized blazers
came
were
back
really, really big, but it was like the lug sole loafers. And we're seeing a lot of like low profile loafers now, just like the Mary Janes that are just very flat and like simple and like streamlined. So I love a loafer like that because so comfortable to walk around the city. I have my eye set on this like cow print loafer from Sam Edelman that's been in my cart. Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
Well, you stole. That's what I was just thinking as we were sitting here. Is I'm like, I think cow print might be mine.
Western is huge.
I know, and the thing is, okay,
this fall,
I don't feel like my personal style really gives Western. Like cowgirl boots. I mean, everybody can do cowgirl boots a little bit, but like hat, like the fringe, it's just never something that I have really felt like, oh, that's my style, like calling.
It's not.
But I think it's so cute.
Yeah, I think a cow print accessory can be really fun, like a belt or a shoe.
Exactly.
Or but sometimes like, okay, Abercrombie had these like cow print jeans. I was like, this is way too much. Like, this is.
See, for me, I was kind of like, yodelay-hee-hoo. Like,
yeah.
maybe.
I was thinking, okay, what's the girl from
Giddy
Toy
up.
Story? Jessie? Isn't that? It was giving a little bit of Jessie
don't tell me that. Okay,
vibes.
no, now I can't unsee it.
But I think it also depends on like, sometimes the cow print is like black and white, and sometimes it's more of like a brown.
I think
and
if it's
white.
brown, if it's brown
is
and like
better.
cream, it kind of it's a little more subtle as opposed to like stark contrast. But yeah, I was thinking of the boot or the loafer or even like a belt. I actually think that cow print, I like it better than leopard print.
Oh no, I love leopard print better.
But I personally, over anything, love a zebra print.
Really? How did I not know this about you?
A zebra print, especially if it's like slightly muted to like what we're saying. Oh my god, it's not like super popular, but I love a zebra.
See,
love a zebra print.
I feel like
it's so cute.
Above all, the ones that like never go out of style, like truly, like maybe they're like not so much in stores, but snake and leopard above all, and then you've got like the cow
or like
print.
croc, right? Like crocodile.
Yeah,
snake.
yeah, like I feel like those are always kind of like in the classic style bucket.
Yeah.
But then you've got the zebra and like all the other ones
Cow
kind
print.
of tie in.
I feel like cow print has not been super popular
no.
since I can remember.
I had a pair of cow print loafers that I got rid of a few years ago because I was like, oh, I don't think like cow print's in style anymore, and I regret because
Now
they
you're
were
like,
so
"Where
comfortable.
are
Now I've got to
you?"
get another pair.
You'll go to every Goodwill and be like, where are you?
Where are you, cow print loafers?
But yeah, I think cow print. And also I'll say, I was walking around Yale's campus and I saw so many girls who are like coming in, like doing sort of orientation or doing, and they all had the perfect 90s like column skirts.
Columns.
It's like a kind of like a maxi, like silk or like, but it's more that like chiffon. Think about it as like on Friends or whatever, where it's kind of just like it's like a maxi skirt, but it's like that silky, like a silky maxi.
Okay.
But it's
Okay.
just it has like the silk underlay, and then it has that like thin kind of layer
oh,
over top,
yeah.
like so 90s with a little like baby crop tee or something. Every girl I passed was like that, or it was a full dress that was kind of the column dress.
yeah, the column is yeah.
And
know what
I
you're
was
talking about.
like, whoa, this is bringing me back to the
it's
90s.
like Friends. It's like the early episodes of.
But it looked so cute.
It's funny. Like I know some people are so against.
Give
the
me a
trends, and I'm just
column
like,
cow print skirt.
oh my gosh,
I'm there.
So I went into Zara and they had, this was a couple months ago. Actually, it was back in the spring, and they had a cow print skirt, see through,
Oh, that's right. I told you to look at it to get it for me, and then I was like, oh,
see through. Like,
that's
can
too
we
much.
just put some lining?
If you're gonna give me a skirt, it better not be see through.
I'm
That's all I have to
just-
say. Like, make it thick enough.
This is
Or
a satin material. There's no
even
lining.
if it's like a removable lining. I don't get it. I mean, I think it's just people are trying to save money on.
I know I could
producing
buy
clothes,
a slip, but I'm also like, I'm buying the skirt. Can you please like accommodate me?
also I feel like
Please
okay,
accommodate.
I think about slips as like that was something in the 90s that
Yeah, like,
women
better put a
wore.
slip underneath
And I do
that.
own like a little half slip, but every time I wear it, I'm like, this is so weird.
I know,
like
I don't
I'm
wanna
so
wear a
old fashioned.
slip. I don't wanna wear a
Let me wear a
slip.
slip. And it always just like doesn't lay right underneath the thing.
yeah.
So I beg of you,
Put the lining in there.
when you make me that cow print column skirt, there better be a slip.
Whatever slip. But yeah, fall fashion, here we come.
So ready. So ready. Yeah, we need to go do some research on all the old Friends episodes.
Yeah, I mean, soon we'll be putting chopsticks in our hair. And
Oh
doing
my
all the
god. I
things.
totally forgot about that as being a trend.
Yeah, like
Chopsticks.
and like I feel like the really straight hair hasn't come back yet, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time.
Only a matter of time,
Where
baby.
you just want to fry your hair. Like, no one had curling irons when we were. It was just straighteners. Like,
Straighteners.
how straight?
how flat and
Can I
how straight
make
can
my
your
hair have the least amount of volume possible? Make it look like it was just like
squished. There we go.
Yeah.
Perfection.
shiny, but like the
And a
Avril
little wet
Lavigne hair.
almost, kind of like
Yeah, the Avril Lavigne hair, like the shiny, super flat, long, straight.
Ooh, may that not come back. May that not come back.
May that not come back. Our last question. I don't like my bestie's new friend.
Trouble in paradise.
I have a question for your podcast. My best friend of 10 years started a new teaching job a few months ago. Oh, teacher friends.
Best friend of 10 years. Okay, that's a long time.
She's been loving her new school and has mentioned that she's become good friends with another teacher in the building. The last time we hung out, she asked if it was okay to bring her new friend along because she really wants us all to be friends.
Oh, that's so perfect.
Yeah,
You're
little-
like, let's expand the friend group
A
here.
little trio. I said sure, and we all agreed to meet up for lunch. I feel so bad saying this, but I did not mesh with this new girl at all.
No.
I-
Oh, we could have been a trio. We could have been so perfect.
When we were at lunch, she kept turning the conversation back to my friend, almost as if I wasn't there. I tried asking her about herself, but her answers were so short. She seemed like she didn't even want to get to know me.
Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she's got some some friend possession.
Maybe she's like, "This is my new friend.
She's mine.
Mine. My best friend wants us all to hang out again next week, but I don't know if I want to.
I mean,
How do I bring this up to her?
I think she definitely deserves like a second chance.
Yeah, like we're not
Like,
gonna.
I mean, people also get weird on first meetings.
okay,
like,
so I think when you're talking about just looking at the other person, I think that's a comfort thing. Like me, my teacher skills I'm like, make eye contact with everybody in the circle, and then we go back around, and then we're making sure everybody feels included with eye contact.
But like 1% of the population has that training.
But I know so many people that if they're somewhere with a friend, they don't know the other person, it just automatically like their eyes are drawn to the person they know.
You're looking for that comfort. And we do that too. It's like if you and I are having a disagreement, we'll like look at our person and be like, right?
Yeah.
Right? Or if Sarah and I are somewhere, like we'll look at each other.
But I feel like we're also good at like including a new person, but I do feel like a lot of people are really bad at that.
Well, and just like in new let's meet each other situations, you can also, some people kind of go into like fight or flight, and it's just like, I'm just trying to like keep my head above water here.
It's like this new girl,
like you can way overthink things when you're meeting people for the first time.
it's true.
I do the same thing. I'm in my head all the time of like, ooh, should I have said that? Should I have said that differently? Should I ask this? Should I not? You know?
But I usually overcompensate by being like way more like bubbly and chatty.
That's true.
Then I'm like, you know, like and I'm not that I'm normally like a
Sarah
Debbie Downer.
was energetic.
But like you don't know. I mean, it's possible that you just don't vibe with this girl, because I think that's the worst though, when you're like, oh, my best friend has a new friend. Like it's a great way to meet a new person. Then you're like, oh, they're like, oh, you just love her. You'd love her. She's so great. And then you meet her and you're like, oh,
Womp womp.
but like you just want the initial vibes to be like, yes,
Yeah.
But sometimes people take a while to warm up to. So I definitely think, I mean, I'd give her another chance.
Oh, 100%. Like,
another chance.
definitely give the girl a second chance. Not even like a second chance, but just like another opportunity to meet each other and chat.
Maybe you need like a little sip and paint or something instead
I
of lunch.
I was gonna say, depending on the situation too. Like sometimes sitting down to lunch can feel very like, I'm crossing my hands. Here we go.
Would like the salad.
Where did you study? What did you study at school? You know, it can feel a little interviewy.
Yeah.
Go like, or if you drink the devil's juice, if you go for a drink instead, like maybe have a drink or like, you know, if you
Wow,
do,
you made having a glass
if
of
you
wine
do-
sound so scandalous.
I was trying to make it sound a little exciting. But you know what I mean? Like maybe go for cocktails or something like that. Just so it feels like you can loosen up a little bit, or have an activity, like Sarah was saying, like a sip and paint, or even like, I'm trying to think, like I'm just even thinking something physical. Like, do you guys want to go on like a walk, or maybe even invite like one or two other people too, so it can feel just a little less intimate.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with like hanging out in a group of 3 and like getting to know.
You could like go shopping.
Yeah.
You could invite both of them over and do like a little like cook dinner night
Oh,
too.
that's cute. That's cute.
Because then they would get a chance to chat while you're cooking, but you can all kind of be in the same room, and you can feel maybe a little let down in your own environment.
Yeah, no, that's not a bad idea. The only nice thing about like doing lunch is there's this, I'm about to say,
I knew you
there's a set end time, which sometimes
That's true.
if you're like getting to know someone and you're like, I don't know if I want to like hang out.
I need a
endless.
set possible exit.
You're like, oh, we paid our bill. Oh, time for me to go.
I have to go feed my like
I got to go. But I do think you could do something fun, even like something organized, like I said, if you did like a sip and paint, or
Bowling.
even like there's a ton of things in New York right now that are like painting like clay bowls and stuff instead of like a paint. Like something crafty would be kind of cute, because you're
just like some sort of event or some sort of like activity.
Yeah, I think
That's not just like sit and talk.
Yeah, and like I wouldn't necessarily be like go to a workout class together, because then you're not actually getting a chance to like chat.
or like go to a movie. You don't
you're
want
not
to
gonna
talk.
get to chat.
You could go shopping.
Yeah, I think shopping would be chill. But I think this person deserves another chance. Like, if it means so much to your friend of 10 years, I think it's definitely worth giving this girl another chance. Like,
For sure.
and maybe even like a couple more chances, just so you feel like things have settled, because it can truly take people a while. I'm not saying you have to be best friends with this girl though, because
She might have been just giving some strange vibes too, because maybe she feels intimidated that you guys have been friends for so long.
that's true. That's very
And she's
true.
heard about you. Her friend has probably told endless stories about you. She's like, oh yeah, when Julia and I were doing blah, And so she's heard your name all blah, blah, blah. And so she's built up who you are in her head. And I'm sure she feels a little insecure of like, well, I'm just like a fringe friend. Right?
So like, I'm the newbie here.
Yeah,
You guys
give her-
have history.
I think give her the benefit of the doubt, because I have definitely judged people and been like, oh gosh, like we do not vibe at all. Or like, I don't think I really like this person. And then sometimes people just have a really long warm up phase and then we end up being really good friends.
It's hard when like maybe your initial vibes are saying, don't know if this person is really for me to like keep going. Like I totally get that, but
for the sake of your friend.
But it's true that like sometimes first impressions can be wrong, especially like there's a reason why your friend of so long likes this girl.
And especially if she's not being so different, like around the other friend, right? Like, because we had that other write-in where someone was like, my friend is totally changing personality at work.
It was with the boss. Yeah. They were flirting with all the other guys.
Especially if your friend is just being like she normally is with this other friend, obviously they were drawn to each other for a reason and you love your friend. You've been friends for so long that I think that in itself like kind of substantiates like why they're friends, why you have the possibility of being friends with her too.
Yeah. And like we said, I don't think you necessarily have to be like besties with this girl,
but you're probably going to be hanging out if this, together again.
Yeah. And that also doesn't mean that you can never have alone time with your really good friend either. Like it doesn't always need to be a group of 3. Like you could be like, oh, I just want like a you and me night. Like I think that's totally fine too. But I would give this other girl another chance, a couple more chances. And like
you could end up being best friends.
The chances are, I would say probably best not to snub this girl unless she's like openly being mean to you because she's a friend of your really good friend now.
Try not to like read things into the situation that aren't there.
Yeah, because now you're feeling a little like grumbly, right? You're a little like...
Yeah, I forget this term that I just recently learned, but it's called like hyper... like hyper awareness. I can't think of what the actual term is, but it's like you're reading things, like you're good at sort of judging what people think, and so you're constantly kind of like hypervigilance.
Oh,
and so you're like reading you're reading people's expressions, how they're acting, and you're kind of making a judgment call off of like what they're thinking, and so it's all these hypotheses. Oftentimes they're right. But when they're wrong, you often lead yourself into like a hole.
Oh, that's smart.
And so it's like,
yeah,
don't impose like, oh, she like, you know, said something, kind of whispered to my friend. She must have been saying like, oh God, that like she was saying something about my outfit, or like, oh, she did this. She kind of like turned away. So that means don't draw those conclusions.
Yeah.
Because even though you could read that into it, oftentimes that's incorrect.
Yeah.
And it could be something totally different. Like, I had an example where I was at a rehearsal and I was singing something and the conductor like turned and said something to the other person while I was singing, and I was like, oh, like they're gonna fire me, or like, oh, they think I didn't do a good job, and or asking for coaching, like I need to work on this. And it was just him saying, oh, could you get me a coffee? Like I didn't get one at lunch.
Sometimes
and I was like, oh, so no hypervigilance. Give that other friend the benefit of like, maybe she just turned her head, maybe she just did whatever.
Like maybe your insecurities and a little nervousness about meeting this new girl, plus her nerves about meeting you, like made this pit of like
this spiral
where
black hole.
You're both like, because obviously, well, it seems like if your friend is planning another lunch, like maybe this other girl was like, oh, I had a great time.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
So definitely a second meetup.
I agree.
If not a third, like just keep the options open. And I think also take away a little bit of like the build-up importance of it.
Don't think about what happened at this past lunch. Like it doesn't sound like anything bad happened, except maybe it was like a little bit not like 100% perfect vibes.
Come in with that ease and just that like casualness of like, I'm meeting my friend for a coffee.
Yeah, hey, how's it going?
Hey. Like you're so chill. You're so just you. You're in your element. You don't care really. No one's gonna throw you off.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to have fun.
I think you're going to have fun too. And on that note, thanks for listening to this week's episode. If you want to be featured in next week's episode, send us a DM on Instagram at the Inside Scoop Podcast. We're checking our DMs all the time and we'd love to hear from you. Bye.